Okay, welcome back. Went ahead and adjusted the in-game settings. It's another one of those situations where I realized not too late, not till I'd uploaded the video, that my mic volume was too low in the mix, whereas the in-game music and sound effects volume was too high. So I went and adjusted it, and hopefully this one comes out better. This is going to be part 2 of my noob run through Doom 1. Central episode 1, Knee Deep in the Dead, we played from the first level up until we finished Phobos Lab. Now we're going to try and do central processing all the way till the end of episode 1. So, and again, this is a noob run. I am not a very talented Doom player. You know, there's plenty of players that are just absolute phenoms at Doom. I'm not one of them. Oh, and by the way, I believe that this video will be hit with a copy strike because the iconic Doom 1 music is in fact copyrighted. So my last video got hit with a copyright claim. I have no reason to believe that this one will not also be hit with a copyright claim. That's okay. There's no revenue to claim. This is just a hobby channel. We get very few views, and that's fine. And one of the things I wanted to touch on was, I haven't talked about Cinemassacre in a while, and for good reason. The content has gotten so unbelievably boring that I don't watch it, plain and simple. I haven't watched it probably since COVID, when they just had that rash of really bad episodes that were so boring. You couldn't even hate watch them. They were that bad. But one of my favorite channels, Film Trek, a really funny meme channel. He uploaded a video of Newt Wallen in his car. And he was, I guess he had just seen, this must be an older video, maybe from the last couple of years. But he was in his car after having seen the film The Whale in theaters. I've heard good things about The Whale. I haven't seen it myself. The one where Brendan Fraser plays a morbidly obese man. I think he won an award for it, and it's been kind of heralded as like a comeback film for Brendan Fraser. Anyway, Newt Wallen saw it, and I guess he was connecting with the film. And it's jokingly thought of as something of a breakdown, but it's one of the comments pointed out that it does make the video somewhat uncomfortable to watch because Newt is going off on. Let's see, I know there's a radiation suit here somewhere. There it is. Newt is talking about, you know, struggling with depression and starts sobbing about some problems. I think it seems to me that he is realizing that he kind of made the mistake with regard to dedicating his life to becoming a internet critic. I've talked about this before, but internet critics, you know, there was that brief window of time I want to say the late maybe like 2000 2009 to maybe like 2015, 2016, where, you know, there were a lot of persons in their late teens and early 20s, some of them even older, like Jew Wario, who was in his late 30s, mid to late 30s. And they all came up collectively with the idea that they were going to be the next great crop of entertainers, and they were going to do it by reviewing content that, you know, had been reviewed to death, had been out a while. They're gonna, you know, poke fun at it. The Allison Preglers, the Linkaras, the Doug Walkers, the James Rolfes, and there was only room at the top for a couple of, for a James Rolfe and Angry Joe. I'll give him, he did break through a little bit. Lindsay Ellis, nostalgia chick, somewhat broke through, but ended up selling out to do left-wing propaganda, and her audience eventually cannibalized her. But there was only room for a couple of persons to eke out a living, and then the rest of them, they never got paid. And like, take Kieran, for example. He realized, you know, I'm sure it was all fun and games, you know, feeling like you're on the cutting edge of something cool and interesting. Unfortunately, when you do it, you know, in your 20s for very little money, that's fine, because you feel like you're a part of something new and cool. You get into your 30s and, you know, you're still not making much money, and you're getting kind of tired of the lifestyle. But once you get to your, like, mid-30s and you're still, you know, grinding away and you don't have anything to show for it, you're ready to throw in the towel and move on, and it's hard because you have to admit to yourself and to this audience that you've built up over the years that yeah, in the end, the money just never came. There was only room for one Doug Walker and one James Rolfe, and no one else. I feel like that's kind of the realization Newt was having in his car, and he starts, sobbing. It's, like I said, very uncomfortable to watch. Even if the whole point was to, have a joke at old Newt's expense, it's still, like I said, very uncomfortable to watch. Something else I wanted to chat about very quickly. In one of my Quake 4 videos, I recorded it weeks ago, I talked about the upcoming AI revolution. And, I wasn't like trying to make any grand point, merely just saying that with AI, we're reaching a point where I think the article I had recently read was that we're getting to a point where AI, soon we're going to see like something like 90% of all content on the internet's going to be AI generated. And most of it's, sadly, most of that probably means advertisers. But I made a point that like news articles were soon going to be. Get out of the corner. Let them do a little monster infighting. But we do have our first culprit. It's Sports Illustrated, if you can believe that. Ah, I missed one or two. Way too long. The levels do get longer as you go. Okay, so we got two more. We got a computer station in the last level. Love this song. Sports Illustrated. Not really all that surprised that they would be caught using AI-generated articles. It makes actually perfect sense. Like, how difficult is it for AI to cook up a sports article? Not too difficult, I imagine. All you have to do is insert, oops. Some statistics, a roster, a few names, a few dates, and voila, AI spits out a article about a game, or a player, or a team. And you don't have to pay it, or fly it out, or buy tickets to the game, or anything like that. Naturally, the writers at Sports Illustrated were furious, the on-staff writers. Now, from what I understand, Sports Illustrated does not actually have many dedicated staff members. They hire a lot of freelancers. Or they hire freelance articles, I'm not sure. But I know they don't have much with regard to a dedicated staff. That's the red door. Where's the yellow door? And I just kind of wanted to make the point that I for one, not all that, don't really care that AI is generating articles. We knew it would happen. And if I'm being honest, humans have done such a poor job with journalism. Let's see, did I pick up a plasma rifle or a rocket launcher? No, just rocket launcher. Like, left to their own devices, humans have resorted to cranking out garbage, clickbait, partisan, political nonsense. In the Western world, at least. I can't say for certain what journalism looks like in the Eastern world, but in the Western world, it's crap. Absolute crap. So maybe it is time to let AI take the reins, you know? If they can do a better job than humans, then so be it. Alright, I think this brings us to the last level. No secrets. Phobos anomaly. Yes, I believe this is it. And typical first-person shooter boss encounter, you have all kinds of power-ups and weapons lying around. I'm sure there's some mega armor and maybe a mega sphere lying around. Oh, we did pick up the computer area map. Okay. So this is how you can find the secrets. It's a bit inverted. I'm obviously not very good at it. Let's see, let's take this off. Oops. Ah, that's how that works. Okay. So the computer map, very useful. Alright, so we did find a secret. Alright, and now I feel good about going into the boss battle. Love this ending. Where's my babes? And this was their way of enticing you to play the next, or to buy the next expansion or the next episode. We will play the next episode, Shores of Hell. I think we will hold off on Thy Flesh Consumed. So we'll do Shores of Hell and Inferno, but Thy Flesh Consumed is not really considered canon. That was, and I don't know about Doom 2. Doom 2 is great, but man, is it... I'm not good at it, and it's hard. I remember making it like 15, 16 levels in, and then you just get... I just get killed. So maybe. I won't rule it out for sure, but for the time being, I'm not thinking about it. But in the meantime, we finished up the first episode of Doom 1. Very fun little romp. Absolutely takes me back to 1993, being a kid, and how awesome is this game? Even, what, 30 years later? 1993? Yeah, 30 years old, and still an all-time classic. Great, great fun. Can't get enough of Doom. So, anyway, thanks for checking out my noob run of Doom 1. Episode 1. And next time we play, we'll be doing Episode 2.